Two guys go to a women's camp and have a blast. They pick up girls, swim naked with them, build relationships, and even with their coaches. Hi guys, with you Avranzet. Today we will look at the plot of a comedy film Fired Up. At the beginning of the movie, we are shown two friends, Nick and Sean, making out with two girls at their house. Nick plays the role of a naive guy, and it works. The girl is ready to give herself to him, and Sean evokes the girl's sincere feelings by saying that he's been hurt before. At this point, the girl's fathers suddenly return. Sean and Nick hide behind the couch, and Nick comes up with an escape plan. They jump out of the windows, get in the car, and drive away. But the dads give chase. Sean takes a right turn, and they drive right into a dead end. Nick comes up with a new plan, and it leads to them jumping into a pool with two girls. They ended up at a girls' party. In the next scene, we watch Sean and Nick play soccer. The guys are the best players on the team, but they're often distracted by the girls, choosing who to sleep with that night. Nearby, cheerleaders are trying to cheer on the team, but I think they're the ones who need cheering on. Nick tells the team the game plan, and the game ends up being perfect. The guys are in great shape, and the girls are crazy about them. After the game, the guys meet the coach and make a bet on how many times the coach will add a dirty word to the conversation. Coach tells them that this year's soccer camp will be in Texas, and it will be hotter than their pants. The guys are devastated that they'll have to go 2 weeks without girls. Later at the party, Nick and Sean hear the cheerleaders talking. The girls are talking about an upcoming trip to cheerleading camp where there will be 300 girls. Although 300 cheerleaders in uniforms for 2 weeks is like a high schooler's dream, the guys decide to go to cheerleading camp in place of a soccer camp. They begin to talk about how they can get into this camp. Nick and Sean approach the cheerleading team captain, Carly, and wish them luck, which she was very surprised by. In fact, the guys wanted to know more about this camp. The two of them discuss Nick's great plan and how football doesn't suit them. The guys finally decide to join the cheerleading team. The next day, the guys go to see Poppy, Sean's sister, who is very perceptive for her age. She's also going to cheerleading camp. Therefore, the guys ask her to help them get into this camp. Poppy agrees, but only in exchange for Sean's room. To get Carly to take them to the team, Poppy comes up with a plan. They play a performance to the girls on the team, who were thrilled with what they saw. There, Nick and Sean tell the girls in confidence that they enjoy cheerleading. The girls tell Carly to get them on the team, but she is adamantly against it, as she realizes what these guys are up to. The girls ask the coach of the cheerleading team to accept the guys into the team, and she agrees instantly. After that, the guys go to the soccer coach. Nick makes up a ridiculous story to escape from soccer camp, and it works. The guys and the cheerleaders go to cheerleading camp, but Carly doesn't trust them. On the bus, the guys decide to hit up more girls, and in 2 weeks, go to their friend's country cabin, where they go every year. And so they arrive at the camp, where their eyes just run wild. Nick starts meeting other girls, but when the friends meet Diora, they're immediately stricken. Suddenly, the Panthers, the champions, show up in a very ridiculous way. Gwyneth takes the team right up to Carly and starts bullying her team. Cheers ruthless. Later, Nick and Sean head to the guy's dormitory and meets his very strange neighbors Brewster, Adam, the eagle mascot, and Downey. Brewster is definitely a character, and he tells them that clutter is his absolute worst pet peeve. Adam tells him that he hopes to be the first person in his family to go to college with a cheer scholarship. Having met Downey, the guys initially thought that Downey was like-minded, but it turns out that he's just as much of a cheerleader as the rest of them. When Nick and Sean go to the orientation, it's literally a sea of girl with Nick and Sean gandering at the audience from the back like a sore thumb. Then Coach Keith comes out. Coach Keith fires up the crowd, and it turns out that Diora is his wife. Diora tells the teams that the top 3 teams will advance to the big competition, and Coach Keith tells them that there is one forbidden move that he won't be teaching them this year. That night, Nick and Sean sit out and wave to all of the cheerleaders that walk by, and they match the girl to yearbook pictures. shoes. Then a girl from their team walks by and Sharon and Carly have a dialogue. When he finds out that Carly forgot to pack her shower shoes, Sean gives her his. When Carly leaves, Nick reminds Sharon of their rule: you can't socialize with girls from your school. They start the new day with a run, and Nick and Sean waste no time trying to work their con. They literally strike up relationship with everyone at camp. That's how a few days went by.